smell was bad. Well, he wasn't on the walkthrough.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, because the... Okay, that one got me. I didn't even... Was that an animatronic or a person?
I don't know.
I love the smell of human flesh. Makes my mouth water.
Thanks, Army Hammer.
I made a deal with the Voodoo Queen
You have really good diction.
years ago. But she double-crossed me and sealed my soul to this decrepit vessel. She cheated me in a deal. A simple exchange. Gold for everlasting life.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
I got my everlasting life. Never in the way I had imagined. Sealed here to rot for all eternity. Now your fates shall be the same as I.
Do I need a leash?
Yeah, you need a leash. I feel like I'm about to get really scared.
Just can't see. Oh, someone's coming.
Uh-oh, there's gotta be an animatronic.
Well, that's
my freaking axe!
Alligator got
He waited for you.
Well, the gator got you, the pumpkin guy got you. Right here.
found you again.
Just grab my hood.
Somebody right behind us, and it's a clown.
Grab the hood. Oh. Right. Okay, right. That show up?
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
That is cool. Hold on, I moved.
not the exit. My worst nightmare, Disneyland lines.
Not like that.
The torture porn, more than else.
You just say 5 6
Promise I'm just holding you so I don't lose you. I know. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm still busy.
I am too. That's why they have the rails still. Yeah. They need to make it older. Oh, that's cool. Let's go, Yeti. Okay, that's my one. I got
That's your one? Yeti's your one? Oh no, that dropped.
yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh, that is right in the nose. That was cool. Oh, he just smoked.
Ah.
I'll show you a railway in this thing.
Oh, not another one of these.
Oh, this is kind of like Smuggler's Run.
Yeah. Especially if Taylor's driving.
Get away from me, you freak!
Thank you for the compliment, but I gotta say I'm spoken for this way.
That was good.
Get lost with all the other lands.
Well, you do this, KB.
Follow the chainsaws. That's the end. The chainsaws, right?
am I going to find in these heads of yours, I wonder? What about you? I can help you be rid of those nightmares. Oh, just need more.
Why are we out of our rooms? Answers! Why are we out of our rooms? I wanted water. Ah, you wanted water. What a sorry people. So many new playthings, am I right? Disgusting. Oh, I will send you isolation, and I will see to it that you are taken. I count to 10, and you go in there and run! What? In isolation. There's no windows. No windows means no lights. Windows.
I forgot this is all dark. Right. Oh my god. Oh, that's wet.
That is dark.
Ripping, carving, gouging, drilling until the warm red leaks. Your blood will curdle in the dark.
Glad you had glasses on, or I would have poked you in the eye. Oh, okay. There we go. We all knew it was. Oh my gosh, that effect is just. Yes, it is. Yeah, because we couldn't see this with the lights on.
Oh, good. Maybe you can splice in the footage.
There it is.
Is that the exit?
Yeah, that's the exit.
Okay.
Okay, did not like that one.
That one was scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you couldn't see anything.
It was wet. It got in my mouth.
It got in my mouth. That was bad.
That thing just went.
Oh, yeah. That one. You might not be able to see anything because we couldn't either.
It was so dark.
It was so dark.
Did anybody get sprayed by the poo?
No, we knew what was coming.
We ducked.
We should have let the couple behind us
Yeah.
go in front of us.
I mean, they need to hide the hose a little better, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it. But, yeah.
I'm sure the people behind us were grateful to have the light from the camera.
Yeah, on them.
I mean, they could see
Yeah, I
a little.
couldn't see anything, man.
I couldn't
I'm
see
like,
anything.
in that padded room, I was pushing on the wall, but I was pushing on the side that was closer to the
Oh, yeah.
lever, so it's like, no, that doesn't open.
The hinge side.
Yep.
I was using my Brock leash the whole way.
That was not cool.
Welcome back. We've been through a little bit, and we have a chance here to talk with Jimmy, who is the creative director, or in his words, the Imagineer of the place.
Would it be Imagineer or Night Imagineer?
Night Imagineer.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Cool. So, how long have you been here?
I have been working at the Nightmare on 13th since 2007, but I've been designing it for the last 10 years. So, yeah.
And how did you get involved here?
How did I get involved? Well, I started actually as an actor, and I was also going to school for business at the same time because I wanted to open my own haunted house. Got to know the owner a little bit, and then he invited me on board. And I've been happy ever since because I get to help run a really cool business, and I get to create amazing things that people get to scream about every year.
Do you have a favorite thing that you've designed?
Ooh, that's a hard one because it's like trying to say what one's my favorite child. I have two favorites. I can get it down to two. I really love Institute of Terror. It has a really unique vibe for the haunted house. My other favorite area has got to be what's called Blackwater. It's kind of this like, kind of like New Orleans swamp vibe. It's really cool. I love that area. I would love to move into one of the sets there and live there.
See, I'm one of those guys. I love the vibe of the places. There's so many places in there. I was like, this just feels like home to me. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, we spend an immense amount of time creating each set. Like, usually before we even build a set, it's been in the thought process for at least a year or more. And then some of the ideas will shelf for even longer, just depending on when the right time comes up that we want to do it. And we base a lot of what we design on like kind of what's popular in pop culture. So like if you walk through Institute of Terror, you'll notice there's like a nun walking around in there. Yeah. The Nun was a really big movie franchise that came out. We did our own version, of course. We don't do Hollywood, but we definitely pay attention to what people are
An homage,
liking.
per se.
Yes, exactly.
And what about what was the first thing you designed that showed up in...
Okay, so my first year was actually the year that Zombie Apocalypse came up, and we also did Dark Harvest and 13 Levels of Fear. That was my first year as a designer here, which was a pretty crazy year. We literally gutted, I would say, 75% of the show that year to give it a completely new, fresh start. And then the public just responded so well to all that change that we kept doing 3 themes every year for a good 5-6 years. And then it got to the point where we were building such good sets that when we would pull out a set, the customers would complain that their favorites were going so quickly. So we ended up like taking some of the more classic stuff and like keeping it around. But of course, always upping the game, upping the quality, making sure that the haunted house is constantly growing and evolving. Because the haunted house is like a good horror movie. You see it once, it scares you. See it twice, it startles you a third time. It doesn't do anything. So we constantly are innovating and changing the haunted house so that it makes the keeps the customers always on their toes.
So I was going to ask you, how often do you, like how many years do you go with a certain section?
Well, that kind of goes with what I was just saying. I like to say that an area's shelf life should be 3 years before I'll usually change it. A lot of our customers, a good hunk of them, come every year, so it's good to change them out. But there are a few staples that have just kind of stayed around because we tried to remove them once or twice and people got mad, which is a good problem to have when people love a scare so much that you just want to keep seeing it.
What are some examples of those?
Brutus, our alligator that comes out of the swamp. It is a classic. It is a favorite. We put it in 2014, took it out for a year, and then put his head right back in within a few weeks. Because people were like, "Where's the alligator?"
That one got me good.
Yeah. I imagine nowadays the dragon is probably going to be in the same boat. Like the dragon is such a wow factor.
Just epic.
Snowing and then the ice breath, like the stuff like that's never going to move.
I just got back from Disneyland and that was right up there.
Well, good.
Right up there.
We very much, a lot of us that build and design here, we are actually big Disney fans. We just like scary things, so we kind of try to bring that level of Imagineering to the haunted house every year.
That's cool. My favorite piece of yours has to be the skeleton.
Skeleton.
What does he have a name?
I just call him the Reaper.
Okay.
It was kind of a wild idea. I was like, I really want to build this 15, 20 foot tall skeleton, and it was quite a process. The head itself took 2 days to sculpt. The arms and hands took another 3 days, and then putting it up there was probably one of the scariest things next to the tower we've ever done.
What is he sculpted out of?
He's sculpted out of polyurethane foam, and then he's hard coated as well.
Wow, that's cool.
You know what my favorite part of that story is he says, it took a long time. It took 2 days to build. And then another 3 days to do the arms. I'm imagining 2 months.
To be fair, I had it planned for a while, and then I had all the, I knew exactly how I was going to be executing it, so I planned for weeks before I actually did it, but to do the project, it only took about a week.
So I asked this question earlier, what his favorite scare was. This was Bill. Well, what's your favorite scare? You've been here a lot longer. The most memorable scare you've seen? Or reaction to a scare?
Mine or a customer?
One that you've seen.
It had to be one I did a few years back. When I used to act, and this was a little while ago, I used to play a character called Labrat. He was this lobotomy patient, and I jumped up onto a counter one night, and I slammed open a door, and there was like a window in it, and I accidentally put my hand through it. Safely, I was safe, but I broke the door. And the poor group of ladies I did that to, I just looked at it, they started screaming, I looked at them, I was like, ah! They went pretty much catatonic, and they were running out kind of oddly, which makes me think that they probably hit themselves. I'd say my favorite scare in the haunted house, though, is one of our most innovative. There's a character that runs on the wall, and that one took a lot of R&D to figure out how to actually pull off a stunt like that. But I've never seen anyone else ever do that in a haunted house, and I sure hope no one else figures it out. It's pretty cool.
We won't ask your secret.
We we saw the one that jumps out. That's on
Banshee Bungee.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, that's one thing we're kind of proud about. Not many haunted houses really go into the stunt category, and we're about dark fantasy, and really to create a good dark fantasy, you gotta kind of find other ways to suspend people's reality. So when you have characters doing completely wild and crazy things that you defy gravity in a sense, it really helps bring people into this idea that it's not like your atypical haunted house, which is what we're after.
Well, one question I had was, you have the people that just don't get scared, don't get startled, but I did notice there were things in there to still kind of make it freaky, like going through that wall over the fake chasm,
that bottomless pit.
You know, even if you're not scared of anything else, that's still just a weird effect. How much thought you put into stuff like that?
Well, I believe that personally, our motto, at least for actors and as designers, we really like the idea if we can't scare you, we're going to entertain you. Yeah. And entertainment can come in any number of forms. So it can come in great effects, illusions, over-the-top animations. So really, there's a good broad amount of the audience that comes through that is desensitized, but they still deserve to have a good time. Yes. So putting in all those like cool little gags and stuff, it guarantees that everybody coming through is going to have at least a fun time, if not a scary fun time.
Just one more odd question.
Okay.
I always wonder is, now I know that I don't know what the history of the land here was, but because of what kind of attraction it is, do you ever have, I mean, you want to talk about is it haunted, but do you ever have any weird things happen?
Is the haunted house haunted?
Okay, this is a divisive subject.
Probably amongst the staff.
Amongst the staff, yes. I think there is something in there. I'm the type of person where I kind of like, if I hear something weird or see something weird out of the corner of my eye, I try to turn my music up so I don't notice it. Because I have to work in here like all year long. I don't just work here during the Halloween season. I work here year round. So I've seen occasional like shadows move, and I've heard things that have made me wonder. But I try not to give them any energy so that I can continue to work here without freaking myself to death.
Nice.
So some people would say there is something here. We've had a couple like ghost hunters come through here, and they're fairly convinced that there's something. There is an area of the haunted house kind of in the upper stairs that there seems to be some sort of weird energy in there, but that's as much power as I want to give it. So not that I'm skeptical or like superstitious, but there's something weird there.
We'll have to see if we can come back in the off season to
I
do the ghost hunting.
This building creaks, groans, and moans, and you hear things. So
I bet. That's what I love.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Hope you guys had a great time. Can't wait to scare.
We did.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We had an awesome time with Rebel One, and thank you for all of the people that let us interview them. And thanks for letting us trip everywhere.
Yeah, we lost Spencer. We're gonna have to go back and try and find him.
Yeah. Some crocodile got him.
Yeah, I think it's crocodile got him good. Okay, hey guys, thanks for joining us. Until the next time, Rebel One standing by.